All right. Thank you for participating today. We are joined by Miles McBride, and we'll begin the press conference. Use the raise hand function to indicate you would like to ask a question. When you are called on for your question, please state your name and your affiliation first, just because they can't see you. So we're going to start. Greg Hunter, you have the first question.
So, Deuce, first of all, this is Greg Hunter with the Blue and Gold News. Have you ever had a 6-point possession? And I mean, that was a key moment with buckets and foul shots and all that. You guys were up 4 at that point, and all of a sudden you never were really challenged after that.
No, I don't think I've ever done anything like that, but, just in the moment, playing the game, trying to stay one step ahead of the defense and the other team.
All right. Our next question comes from Kevin Kinder.
Kevin Kinder from the Blue and Gold News. Deuce, looked like the game plan was really to try to get up in the lanes, pressure them a lot. They had suffered some turnovers. How well do you think you executed that throughout the game? Was that the biggest difference for you?
Yeah, definitely wanted to make them feel uncomfortable and try to jump out, which we did. But, then, we let it slip away and kind of, let them back into the game. And, when they're a good team, give a lot of credit to them. When they got a rhythm going, they're hard to stop. But, it's just about us, applying more pressure and, again, getting up in those lanes and making everything hard for them.
Our next question comes from Justin Jackson.
Hey, Deuce. Justin Jackson with the Dominion Post here in Morgantown. Just kind of wondering, Derek had a frustrating first half, but he obviously came alive in the second half. How much does that help, what you guys are doing out on the perimeter when he's doing what he's doing on the inside?
Yeah, it obviously helps a ton when you have a guy like Derek that's able to, one, create his own shot, and two, go rebound a missed shot. It really makes the defense suck in, which makes our job a lot easier. So give a lot of credit to Derek and him doing his job. He had a rough first half, but obviously, we're going to keep, staying positive, and he's going to keep at it.
Next, we'll be having Adam Rittenberg.
Adam Rittenberg with ESPN. Miles, Coach Huggins got his 900th career win. What does it mean to you to be part of that, and where do you think that falls in the history of the sport of college basketball?
It means definitely a lot. Him being, really the first and only, major coach, major D1 school to offer me, thinking back to that time, he really showed a lot of loyalty and a lot of trust that I was going to come back, and be a great player. And, being able to be here for him to get that 900 win, it means a lot. So I'm really happy we got it done today.
All right, Cody Nespor.
Cody Nesper, West Virginia Sports Now. Deuce, just, after everything that happened last year and everything you've done this year, just what has tonight meant for you, scoring 30 points in your first ever March Madness game?
It's great to, put numbers up on the board, but at the end of the day, I'm just about winning, getting a W in the column, and, next game it's about being 1-0 again. So it's great that I did great. Again, my teammates, give a lot of credit to them for stepping up, and a lot of guys played well tonight. So anytime we can get in the W column, it's a big-time night.
All right, our next question comes from Ethan Bach.
Ethan Bach with Blue Gold Sports. Deuce, you guys had to wait a good 30 minutes after the Purdue North Texas game going to overtime. Were you guys anxious at all, waiting for that end of the game? Because I remember you bringing up how it's like an AAU tournament. So I just want to get your thought on that.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, just, being around March Madness games, for the first time. This was really the first March Madness game, obviously I've been to, and just being able to be on the other side watching that game, you really feel the energy. Guys get a little jittery and come out a lot more energy. So, it was just a great atmosphere to be in. I'm glad that, our fans showed up and showed out tonight.
Our next question comes from Michael.
This is Mike Casaza from 24/7 Sports. Deuce, long day today. You said you were going to watch basketball. It was pretty eventful. Just watching games, did that prepare you or your team for all the stuff that you encountered during the game today?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it would have been nice to have a, earlier start, but, you know, watching all those games today, it's always fun. You know, I'm still a basketball fan. My teammates are, obviously. So just watching those games too, and, learning what to do and what not to do. It's always fun to watch those, but, just waiting around for our game, you start to feel the energy again, feel anxious that, it's March, and this is what every kid dreams about, is being in this moment at this time.
All right. Our next question comes from Gregory Carey.
Greg Carey, West Virginia Metro News. Deuce, obviously you weren't around here when West Virginia was in the Big East, but what does a second round matchup with Syracuse mean to you? And obviously you know what kind of defense you guys are going to be up against.
Yeah, obviously everybody knows about their 2-3 zone. Obviously they have a great team. They beat a good San Diego State team, so we're going to have to, think about this win tonight, get over it, and tomorrow start prepping for them.
All right. And our next question comes from Justin Jackson.
Hey, Deuce, I wanted to ask about Jalen. Obviously he's a freshman, and obviously, this was your first time in an NCAA game, but he's a freshman kind of stepping into this. What did he give you tonight? And was it surprising at all that he's a first-year guy, kind of enjoying the moment that he had tonight?
Yeah, it's been really great to be able to grow with Jalen, see his growth and maturity throughout, his 2 years here. Obviously, I've seen a lot of things he can do in practice, so I just try to stay encouraging him and reminding him, to bring more confidence and, be more of an attacker, because obviously we saw tonight when he's attacking and he's confident, he can be really hard to stop.
All right. I will remind you to please use the raise hand function if you have any other questions. In the meantime, could you talk to us about what it just means to you this year to be able to play after a whole year of sports being gone and not being able to compete at all?
Yeah, honestly, being so close to being in the tournament last year for the first time and then having it taken away, I think it hurt everybody, so I think it's our duty to, play for those guys that didn't get a chance to play last year, the seniors like, Jermaine, Haley, Logan Rowell, and Chase Harler, those guys that didn't get a chance to play in it, it would obviously mean a lot for us to go far and really be successful this tournament.
All right, thank you. And now we have a question from Ethan Bach.
Yeah, Ethan Bach with Blue Gold Sports. Deuce, your first tournament game for you. You've watched March Madness growing up. Just what are you feeling right now?
Like I said, anytime you get in the W column, you feel great, but it's a big time thing to win a tournament game. It's not easy to do. So, we can celebrate tonight, but, tomorrow comes, and like I said, we got to start prepping for another game. We're 0-0 again. It's time to become 1-0.